Is the fishing industry doomed?
Today we are focused on a feature article in Fishing Tackle Retailer by our friend and president of AFTCO, Mr. Casey Shedd, where he talks about private equity investment in fishing. Is private equity going to ruin the fishing industry?
It's a good question. I mean, you hate to even hear a question like that asked, right? I mean, I kind of teased at the top of the show, is the fishing industry doomed? I mean, obviously that's a little bit of hyperbole, but Casey does have some pretty striking comparisons that he makes between the surfing industry that he grew up in and the fishing industry of today. Let me just read a couple quotes to you really quick. He says, "The outdoor boom brought private equity capital, but it could strip our soul too." And then the big quote here that he has highlighted for a good reason: "The surf industry that once defined youth and counterculture became the paper pushers they initially sprung up to rebel against." I mean, that's a pretty brutal quote, to be honest. I mean, you would hate to see the fishing industry lose its soul, right? I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this. And something else I want to point out, I'll link this whole thing in the show notes because I want people to read this full thing. Obviously, we're not going to read the whole thing on the show, but Casey does a great job making comparisons between the surfing industry and fishing industry. And then two, something that I like that he ties in at the end here is about AFTCO, how, they're a family-owned business. They have been for 70 years. And they're not going to sell it to private equity capital with it being such a long-time family-owned business. Dave, I don't know if you had any more thoughts on this before we wrap this part up.
It's a very serious subject, Jordan. Anybody who has followed the fishing industry on the backside, on the business side of things, knows that over the past several years, there have been huge investments from private equity groups, brands being bought up and consolidated. And, I feel like we are at a point of influx, where it could go either way. There's advantages to it, like Casey points out. There are disadvantages to it. I think the biggest thing that we can do is kind of make sure that it's managed properly, talked about, people understand what's going on, who owns which brands, and other than that, there's not much we can do about it. Brands are going to do what they want to do with their money and with their products, and consumers are going to put their money where their mouth is. They're either going to support private equity invested, bigger brands, or they're going to get behind the mom and pops, or there's going to be a nice balance. And, I think we need all of that to make the fishing industry successful.
If you want more behind-the-scenes bass fishing info in your inbox every week, sign up for the Best on Tour newsletter. That's our free newsletter. Just go to bestontour.net. or scan this QR code, sign up. You'll get it once a week completely free. If you liked this episode, please subscribe to the channel. Drop a like if you liked it.